Assalamu alaikum. I am Sharif MD Minazur Rabbi, ID 201353001, and my supervisor name is Mr. MD Khaled Shoel. Today I am going to talk about my final year project presentation. This is called Localized Disaster Preparedness and Assistance Network. So move forward and look what it's about. So here we can see my table of content. I will talk about this one by one. First of all, let's talk about the introduction, what is about. So every year Bangladesh faces various kind of disaster like floods, cyclone, earthquake for its unsafe position in the geography. So this disaster can lead to many problems through our people daily life, leading also a very disaster lifestyle like no shelter, no food, and also it causes the healthcare issues. And finally, it's the cause of disease, starving, and maybe massive famine, and many other risks to the public. So according to both of these research papers, I got some key points about the problem in Bangladesh in the disaster cycle. So let's talk about this. First of all, we can say that poor road planning to the shelter center obstacles the relief distribution, and secondly, no direct link between the DRRO office and the meteorological department. Also, it's hampered the information inflow about the cyclone or tornadoes. And the third of all, high query about the requirements of affected people due to lack of information and collaboration during a disaster. And finally, lack of timely communications. So if we can facilitate the timely information gathering and collect donation from other sub-party organization and distribute it among the affected, and we can reduce the damages. And the second, we can knowledge about those disasters which can ultimately tame down the damages. And finally, my intent to create a bridge between collaborative and organization and also in the affected people's colony. So let's introduce my project LDPAN, which full form is Localized Disaster Preparedness and Assistance Network. Here we can see that there are some functional requirements about the project. Let's discuss about in the further. Also there are some non-functional requirements here like performance, security, usability, and compatibility. And here the total summary of the project workflow. Here we can see that the 1st December to 3 May 2024 will be the project workflow total days. So in those steps we will complete the project initialization, project development, project testing, optimization, and reviews, and also we will deploy this to a live server, so everywhere in the world every people can visit the site. Here is the use case diagram. We can see there are total 3 type of user here. First, member and volunteer will be the primary user, and the admin will be the secondary user. So let's move forward. There are 3 activity diagrams of my project. First one is for the sign up registration, second one is for login, and the third one is update profile. Like this activity diagram, our project will continue to run. There are also some other activity diagram. This I will discuss in the live demo of the project. So moving forward, there you can see the other activity diagram. So here will be the sequence. Here is the sequence diagram of the project. In this diagram we are discussing about the wrapper like user perspective, system perspective, server perspective, and database. And the last one is the UI perspective. With the help of the sequence diagram, we can easily define our project and integrate with the UI and the server easily. So let's move forward. I will discuss about the project workflow in the live section. Now let's see the class diagram of my project. Although I am planning to do my project in the functional approach, but I also create the class approach. So if I any day if I need to shift in a object oriented approach, it will be easier for me. So there will be a main class which is called user, and it will inherit the member, volunteer and admin class, cause those are the main user in my on my system. So here you can see the member got a communities property, a communities attribute, private attribute. It will be a community array. Volunteer got it too, but admin doesn't have it. So member can have some access, like he can predict the disaster, he can join the community, also he can like donate in the community, donate in the project. Also the admin have some other access, like he can create project, view system resources, available resources, and the volunteer have the ability to create a community, and a member also can join in this community, and then he got access to the post and comment in the community. So now let's move forward the very important part of my project. It is entity relationship diagram. So let's talk about it something. So there are total 7 entity, like user, crisis, committee, post, comment, donation, report and project. In the user entity, it got some attribute like username, email, password, and like otherwise like you can see the project, crisis, committee, they have also got their own attributes. So user can donate as many as he can in the project. Also a project can have multiple donation, so we can say that one to many relation to the project, to the donation. Also the user have one to many relation in the crisis community. Cause a user can join as many as community he can. Also the user can post as many as he can in this community, and likewise the comment section. And then user can provide donation, like I said before. Also the user can view the report according to the project. Admin can create a project onto many relation, cause admin can create as many as project he wanted to, and also he can complete the project. After completing the project, the a project report or audit report will be created under the hood, so user can simply view this project report through the project section. So now let's talk about the technology I intend to use here. For the UI and the server, I will use the Next.js. It's a great tool for creating a full stack project. For database, I will use MongoDB. For authentication, I will use Clark, and for styling, I will use Tailwind CSS with the default CSS. And for the CSS framework, I will use Shat CNUI for the component, framework motion for some simple animation. And let's talk about some tools. VS Code, I will use VS Code for my primary code editor here. MongoDB Compass for the visual representation of my database, Postman for testing my APIs, Git, GitHub for version controlling, and Vercel to deploy my project. So that's it for now. I will talk further about the implementation and the project workflow in the final video presentation. Thank you.